So this drink is a Hemingway Daiquiri. This is a classic drink, and let me tell you something. Hemingway was a Nobel Prize winner, a Pulitzer Prize winner, but I know him more for this right here, the Hemingway Daiquiri. It is a classical twist on a regular daiquiri, using maraschino liqueur and grapefruit juice in addition to your basic daiquiri, which would call for lime juice, rum, and simple syrup. Now, the version I make omits the simple syrup simply for the fact that Ernest Hemingway rumored to have hated sugar in his alcohol, so therefore he wouldn't have had it. Now, the Hemingway Daiquiri came to prominence in a bar in Cuba, the El Florida. I can never say it right. Floridita? The El Floridita. That's it. The El Floridita. And it is one of those drinks where rumored that Ernest Hemingway liked it so much he always ordered a double. It became known as the Papa Doble, which basically is just the same recipe doubled. And rumor has it that Ernest Hemingway could really put him down. I mean, we're talking close to a half a dozen to a dozen drinks if he spent an entire day at the bar. And these are not lightweight drinks. He could definitely hang in there with just about anybody. And it's funny, in researching this drink, I'm making it on the 30th of June. It turns out Ernest Hemingway actually killed himself on July 2nd. So we're not very far from the anniversary of his death, and I just decided to create this cocktail and try it out. So it's a really simple drink. You want to take your white rum, start off with it, put it in a mixing glass. It's a 1.5 ounce measure. Once you do that, take some maraschino liqueur. We're going to put in a 1/4 ounce of our maraschino liqueur. As far as juices, you're going to use 3/4 ounces of a freshly squeezed lime juice. Key lime would be the main juice. If you can't get that, you can always go ahead and use regular limes, but key lime is probably the best bet. Now, then you want to throw in a 1/2 ounce of grapefruit juice, freshly squeezed. And it's important to note that if you think this drink is a little too citrusy, or if you want to sweeten it up a bit, you can add a 1/4 ounce to a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. It would be a more balanced recipe, but like I said, Hemingway wouldn't have drank it that way. That is why I didn't include it in the recipe. But just a note in case you might wonder. Once you do that, you want to give it a nice shake for about 20 to 30 seconds. And I like to double strain it just to make sure any of the ice chunks or pulp from the juice gets out of there. And I just garnished it simply with a little sliver of grapefruit peel. And that's how I ended up with this drink here. I actually prefer it to a daiquiri. I think this is a better version. It comes off so much better. You know, I can see how Ernest Hemingway really liked these. It really goes down smooth. And, you know, the grapefruit juice, I feel, cuts down a little bit on the citrus. And you don't need the simple syrup, I don't think. I mean, maybe, but I think it's okay without it. The maraschino is a little bit of sweetness. It's the only sweet element there is, even though maraschino liqueur has got a bitterness to it, or a dryness, I should say. It still turns out quite nice, and you definitely, if you're a rum drinker, this is one you should definitely try. Well, that concludes this one. I want to thank you for watching this, and remember that if you like rum, I have a rum playlist that you might enjoy. I think you should really try this one out as well, because you dang well might appreciate it too. So remember, guys, it's okay to drink like an idiot.